Welcome to Beachhead Realm, a roguelike game where you fight enemies in combat that rewards being aggressive. So let's hit it off with solving a problem where you as a player don't really know in what direction the enemy is going to attack. This often causes me to get hit by something I didn't even see, and that is always really annoying. Other games usually handle this by having the enemies rotate in attack's direction, but sadly I don't have the resources in order to draw every enemy basically 8 times in each direction. So instead I will add these lines that will show where the enemy is aiming. I got this idea from one of my comments, so thanks. I'm kind of unsure about it because I think that it will be too annoying to constantly have these lines on your screen, especially when surrounded by more enemies. I made the line smoother and also tried changing its color right before the attack happens, which also causes the enemy to stop aiming. I think that it makes them more useful, and now I can lower the line's transparency before the color change, so that the lines aren't as distracting as they were before. Lastly, I made the aim line work with every enemy, and I think that the result is quite nice. Overall, it now feels much better because I no longer get hit randomly out of the blue. Now when you stab someone, there is some blood, the camera shakes, but I want more and better blood and sound effects that will express their existential pain. First I made the blood particles look more natural. Following that, I want the environment to react somehow to spilling blood, and that is by creating these blood stains each time an entity is damaged or its corpse. For this I drew 4 different versions of blood stains and made them disappear over time. Due to the blood being red, the also red enemy aim lines became less visible, so I changed their colors to resolve it. Now let's move on to my favorite part of game development called Please Fucking Kill Me, so that I have a good sound effect of a person dying. Anyways, I have no experience with doing sound effects, and I want to create a satisfying sound that plays whenever an enemy or player is hit. For this I kept on trying different punch sounds. I tried my best to adapt them through filters in Audacity so that they match the vibe I'm going for with my game, which sounds sort of like... Basically what I did is that I took my piano keyboard, which I can definitely play, and I did highly advanced technique. Then I just combined the audio with the punch sound and voila! It is still not good enough, but it works for now. Next I added sound effects for when someone is killed. Thankfully I managed to find some pretty good sounds, and I just lowered their pitch so that they are more deep. After dealing with the audio, I felt inspired to improve the ambience of these swamps. Right now I'm still using the forest ambience from the old biome with the birds chirping and the sun happily shining. But I don't see any blooming forests in my sight. All I can see here are just some swamps, trees, dead trees, and so on. First I added crow sounds that are getting played in random intervals in the background. I gave them a lot of reverb, and I think that they really match the whole vibe I'm going for. And just so you know, I'm planning to create a crow pet that will be able to do some stuff in combat because crows are really cool. So now there is silence occasionally broken by crows. Following that, I decided to add some wind to the background as well. It feels a bit strange with the wind just howling, without the environment reacting to it somehow. But then I realized that I have an existing wind system that I have completely forgotten about. The trees and decorations are already moving by default, but when the wind audio starts playing, the wind gets stronger. And when it stops, it returns to normal. That is all the progress I have done, so thank you for watching, and as always I have updated the game's version on itch.io, so feel free to check it out, link in the description. Bye.